On we go. Dead. That's what I thought. His injuries were probably too severe. You've dealt with the clerics before. What led to their collapse? Not that I mind, of course. I'm just interested.
No idea.
A former commander should know every detail about his enemies. There's nothing more we can do here. Let's... ambush! Down! Interesting fighting style. Looks like you haven't forgotten everything.
That's high praise, coming from you.
Just stating facts. If we hadn't beaten back the invaders, their plan might have worked.
What plan?
The trap was for the clerics. The loss of their scouts wouldn't have gone unnoticed for very long. Their rear guard wouldn't have survived the ambush. They would have been destroyed one by one. But we were an unknown variable. That's the only reason it didn't work. But let's clear the way and do it on the double. They've underestimated our strength once. I don't think they'll do it again. Caracas is unsafe terrain. That incident with the Strange Ones shows this all too clearly. We'll have time to rest when we reach the cleric's base. But until then, let's go for it. And going. Just so we understand each other, we don't use violence against the clerics, all right? No matter what problems we encounter. Getting hold of information has absolute priority.
Why are you telling me that?
We need to find out how involved the clerics were in the attack on our silo, and their intent. we go. The number of skirmishes doesn't seem to be dropping off. Over there, rock dragons.
We can handle them.
I thought you'd react like that. Follow me. I prefer these creatures to that purple horde. Their attacks are predictable, and that makes them a lot easier to fight. It's a flaw in their instincts.
And now, the rock dragons are finished.
Yeah, but I still feel something that could be described as dissatisfaction.
Didn't I deal with those critters fast enough?
We're supposed to clear up the big things, yet we keep stumbling over the small things. I have to optimize our route. Fortunately, I know of an alternative that should speed up our progress.
And that would be?
You'll see. Now let's go. Our goal is drawing closer. Now for my alternative. We go through the mountain. This path should be relatively free of any danger. At least it was the last time I tried it.
A shortcut?
A life insurance policy. Inside the mountain will be safe from further incidents. Let's hit the road. But stay close. Better safe than sorry. Facilities like this often end up as connecting roads for primitive means of transportation. Luckily, we elves don't need archaic human devices.
You do realize we're on foot, don't you?
I'd prefer a raider, but circumstances don't allow it. Look out! Someone's coming! Get in position!
What are you doing here?
You deal with it. My expertise with people is limited.
Hey, I asked you something. Who are you and where you from?
Who are you?
I'm Veronica. Now answer my question.
We're gonna go see the clerics.
Really? That's so. A human with an alb. Not every day you see that. Buzz'll be delighted to meet ya.
Buzz? Who's that?
Our leader. And you're in luck. He just got back. We're a band of traveling merchants. We use this place as a base of operations. Usually we just do business on the road, but since we got guests, we can let them stock up on equipment here. Don't worry, we don't judge. Not even against albs. You'll find we're very accepting of everyone. Tell your companion and then follow me.
Can we trust her?
I think so.
Good. I'll keep a low profile. You go first.
Are you ready? What's the holdup? You're the first guests here. Things are a bit messy, but whatever.
Where are you from?
Most of us were a part of Baxter's old gang, but then he went legit and started playing Mayor of the Crater, so we left. We didn't want any part of his junkyard utopia in the crater, so we left and came here.
Who told you about this place?
It was written on some paper from the old world. Took us a while to figure out what we'd be dealing with here. Then it all happened super fast. Pack up our shit and chase the vermin. That's pretty much it. Welcome to our humble home. Buzz will be back there. Go talk to him.
Looks like you're a long way from home, friends. Pleased to meet you. I'm Buzz. I run this little sanctuary for wayward souls. Now, what can we do for you?
Tell me about you and your people.
Well, I'm sure Veronica gave you most of the details, so here's the short version. We're a group of outcasts, refugees, and others who've been exiled. We're mercenaries who found a safe haven here. Now, I'll ask you again. What do you want from us?
I'm looking for new gear. Do you have any?
Yeah, we do. We've got all types of fresh new stuff. What are you looking for? So the question is, can you afford it or not?
What's the going rate?
Let's make a deal. Look, forget what I said about gear. We are in need of some armor ourselves. Your friend here is pretty quiet, but he's got something I could make use of. If he's willing to part with his armor, I'll let you pass. Oh, it's a generous offer. I recommend you take it. Because you two won't get out of here otherwise. Not with all your limbs, that is.
Here's my offer. My boot in your ass.
You fucking idiot. I'll cut you into little pieces and stuff them in your smug pie hole. Fucking maggot!
Goddamn humans, never satisfied. Without their leader, they'll soon fade into insignificance. We're done here. Let's move out. This way. And going.
No, just can't do that yet.
This way. At last. fresh air. Remind me not to use this shortcut again for a while.
I'll keep it in mind.
The clerics are within range, but first we need to clarify something. Why did you take my side? After all, it wasn't about your armor. If I were you, I would have met the Reaver's terms without hesitation.
On principle, I don't abandon my partners.
Not even me? Huh. Interesting. Let's concentrate on our mission again. It's not far now. And going. On we go. We're at our destination. The cleric's base lies before us. This is where we part ways.
Where do we go from here?
Since the clerics are hardly likely to let me into their base, you'll take over that part. Listen, I found an ID card in Skibor's cleric uniform. Show it to the guard at the gate. It's a checkpoint. They'll certainly be able to do something with it. Depending on how they react, you adjust your behavior. Remember, our goal is to find out if Skibor was responsible for the attack on the clerics.
And what are you going to do in the meantime?
I'll wait for you to engage the guard in conversation, then slip in undetected. If you don't succeed, maybe I will. But there's one thing you shouldn't forget. Whatever happens, don't let the clerics know on whose behalf you're traveling. If you're exposed, it could compromise our mission and the trail goes cold. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Keep to yourself the news that those scouts are dead. You only play that trump card when it's needed.
Leave me alone.
Have you seen this ID card before?
Wait, isn't that... You need to talk to Hagen. I suggest you find him right away. Here, take this back.
ELEX is just as bad for your body as hemp and other alien substances. Why not enjoy some old canned food or a fresh tea instead? You're listening.
What can you tell me about this?
Where did you get it?
I found it. Now answer my question.
It does look familiar, but I want to make absolutely certain there's no mix-up on my part. I need to confirm that the name on this card is the same one I'm thinking of. And to do that, I need a particular log from the production hall. Bring it to me, and then we'll talk.
What exactly is in that production log?
You really want to spend all day going back and forth about this? Just go and get it. Talk to Kino. He works there. He'll know where to find it.
What the hell
Not
is
now.
wrong with you, piece of shit machine? I'll be right with you. Give me 1 sec. Let's go through it again. Servo motor, check. Hydraulics, check. Helix intake, check. Central processing unit. Ugh, how the fuck am I supposed to know? Okay, I have some time now. How can I be of service? Or maybe you can be of service to me. Know anything about combat mechs or drones? I'm struggling with the instruction cycle. They're like normal instructions, only more, technological.
What's the error? Is it the number of clock cycles? Or the assignment of addresses in memory?
What? Look, just forget I ever asked. I'll figure it out. Eventually. So, what did you want again?
Do you train technicians too?
I don't have, time. Right, I don't have time for that. But I've seen Vivian juggle a wrench now and again. Not that she comes close to my level of skill, but she can show you how to open a can, that sort of thing. Go and ask her. You can find her in the merchant storehouse.
What do you do here?
I solve problems. In theory, anyway. These shiny little buddies here, the ones we're endlessly tinkering with, Sooner or later, they're supposed to fill the gaps in our ranks of soldiers.
Looks like it might be a while.
That's not quite true. I already have a prototype. All it needs is a little testing. You try getting results with a roll of wire and a few rubber bands. I'm not the problem here. I was trained by Master Goddard. May the Creator bless his soul. Unfortunately, my work here also makes me irreplaceable. I can never find the time to go out and give my prototype a proper field test.
I'll test it for you if you like.
Oh, well, sure. I mean, why not? I would prefer to test it myself, but I won't turn down the offer. Right, so I'll set the prototype to run a routine outside the castle. I want you to follow and observe. It's programmed to protect us from enemies, so you should pay attention to how well it identifies and fights threats. Keep a record of how long it takes to deal with the enemies. I need to know if it's running efficiently or not. It should be approximately 37.5% faster at threat recognition compared to previous combat mechs.
Got it.
Great. Just hold on a second then. I'll send it on its guard routine. Get ready to give chase. Unit ZX-01. Initialize new routine. Execute routine Alpha 1 with subroutine B. Well, these readings are all a little odd. What the... Oh, dear... I have the sinking feeling that I might need to work on the prototype a little bit longer.
You don't say.
Sorry, I must have made a mistake when calibrating the enemy detection. Good thing we managed to destroy it, huh? Kind of a shame, though. Now I have to start from scratch again. Still, thanks for wanting to help out, I appreciate it. I'll let you know when I have a new prototype ready for testing. Provided you still want to help, I mean.
Yeah, I'm not so sure of that.
Here, take this. We'll call it hazard pay.
Hagen sent me. You're supposed to give me a production log.
Right, of course. Well, good thing you came to me. Without my key, you would have turned the place upside down and never found it. It's in my chest. As a precaution, don't want anyone with sticky fingers picking it up and getting it all... you know.
Great. Anything else?
Give the key to Hagen, as well as the production log. I'll get it back from him later. What are you doing?
Did you know that some Reavers have set up camp nearby?
That's not possible. I would have received word.
That depends on how good they are at hiding. The way into their base is on the northern flank of the mountain.
You're talking about the old tunnel system. I knew someone or something had settled there. I assumed it was just some local wildlife. Have they been dealt with?
Yeah, I dealt with them.
You took on a whole gang of Reavers? All by yourself? You must be damn good, or have more luck than sense. Such an achievement deserves a proper reward. Their loot will be confiscated and put to good use. It would be wasteful to leave it to the rats, after all.
Orderly, over here.
Gather up a few able-bodied men and empty out the old tunnel network in the north. Food, materials, whatever you find. Understood?
Yes, sir!
You can pile it all up in the merchant storehouse. Now go.
Got it. Now let's see if Hagen can cough up any useful information.
We didn't receive a reply, sir. The scouts remain MIA.
And the search party?
Returned without success.
Damn it. That is a direct violation of my orders. They will move out again at 0600 hours tomorrow. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Dismissed.
Search party that doesn't search. Can't let that go unpunished.
Are you all right? You seem a little, frustrated.
You think? Most of those I command would rather shirk their duty than carry it out. Our scouts have gone AWOL, but that's not your concern. Did you get the production log?
Here.
Good. I'll put that straight in the trash where it belongs. Now, answer me this. Other than the production log, did you, take anything else away with you? A legsit from Kino's chest, for example?
Yes, you caught me. Congratulations.
Good. Lying wouldn't have saved you. Smart of you not to even attempt it. My guards will now show you out of the castle. We don't harbor thieves here. So, I'll keep what I know about the ID card to myself. Unless you have, something else to say in your defense?
Is there any way I can win back your trust?
It's a little late for that, but I'll give you a shot. You can win my trust the same way you lost it, with ELEX. The amount that was in the chest, plus 10%. But I don't want to be unjust. If you have information that could help our community, I'll reduce your sentence to an acceptable minimum.
I know what happened to your scouts.
What? How? Out with it.
They're dead. Every last one of them. Killed by the invaders.
I don't believe you. You're trying to fool me again.
Want me to lead you to their corpses? They're lying on the border to Ignadon.
Then it is true. That's where they were dispatched to.
Does that mean we're even?
No. But I will show you some gratitude. I'll reduce your penalty to the amount of ELEX you stole from Kino's chest.
Now, will you tell me about the ID card?
Of course. I'm a man of my word. This card was given to a man who spent some time here a while ago. Like you, he came in from the outside. He settled quickly here, knew his stuff when it came to technology. That's why I assigned him to Kino. A big mistake. Wasn't long before he stole from us and then disappeared.
What did he take?
Metal mostly, and a handful of screws. No idea what he was planning. I'm hoping you can tell me a little more.
He used the things he stole to make a bomb.
A bomb? That low-life sack of hammered shit. Just so we're clear, we had nothing to do with any bomb. If you find this man, send him to me. He deserves to face my wrath.
I could send you a piece of him. Would that do? Sending all of him would be almost impossible.
Huh. In that case, forget it. But I do have another request. If on your travels you happen to run into anyone with leadership potential, please send them my way. As you know, our forces are being stretched extremely thin. We need reinforcements, and soon. I would view such a service as a personal favor.
I'll keep it in mind.
That's all I ask.
Over here! And? Were you able to prove that the clerics were involved in the attack?
No. It looks like Skibor just stole their metal.
Then he deceived not only us, but them as well.
Yeah. We won't get anywhere with the clerics. What did you find out?
Not much, I thought. But thanks to your information, it could look different. Did you run into an outlaw dealer in there?
Could be. Why do you ask?
Unlike you, I haven't found a safe way in. But out here I observed two outlaws approaching the castle. Which sounds uninteresting, but may well have something to do with our case. They were sent to sell metal to the clerics.
Sounds more like a coincidence.
The information that clerics need metal right now can't have left their walls so quickly. Nevertheless, the outlaws knew about their need. A coincidence, you say? I don't think so. Here's the way I see it. Skibor takes advantage of his position and steals the metal. He goes to the outlaws and gets the bomb made. And all the metal that was left over, they wanted to hawk to the clerics again. Not exactly subtle, but certainly cunning.
So the outlaws are our next target.
Exactly. We still don't know how Skibor smuggled the bomb or his motivation, but I'm sure we'll find answers in the crater. If you got business here, get to it now. Otherwise, we'll leave.
I'm ready.
Good. I'll sync the coordinates with my adjutor. Then we'll teleport there. Or did you think we were gonna walk all that way?
Couldn't we have saved ourselves the trip to the clerics then?
You mean because I knew the coordinates of the castle? Well, I was hoping you'd take off while we were on the road. I was sure you wouldn't accept my command. How wrong can a person be? Besides, I have to admit your help has proven to be extremely useful.
Well, thank you very much.
Our differences have been settled. No need to hold a grudge. Well, shall we?
We shall.
This place is the origin of our existence. We shouldn't have left it to those reavers.
It's a much more pleasant way to travel. Let's turn the crater upside down and get the answers.
You're going in too?
Yeah, I've had enough of hiding. Our target is an outlaw named Viper. The two outlaws I shadowed mentioned him. And if I'm not mistaken, he's the one Skibor got the bomb from. I'll take the north of the city, you take the south. Objections?
Why don't we search together?
As our mission to the clerics has been quite fruitful, we'll proceed in a similar way here. But don't go talking to just any random nobody. You need to specifically target people who have a lot of contact with others. Start with a gate guard. If you get to him before I do, put him through the ringer. You can do that without me. Everything will become clear soon. I can feel it.
I'm looking for Viper.
He expecting you?
Nope. Now where is he?
No fucking clue. Doesn't show his face out here much these days. But you're better off not finding him. He's a character. Really in a class of his own.
Unsightly, filthy, and chaotic. Not everything humans create is desirable.
Hey, man. You got a minute? It's for a good cause. Real important shit.
I'm listening.
I'm collecting donations for the nursery. It's like a daycare center for orphan kids. Got any shards you can spare? The poor little ones in the nursery can use all the help they can get.
Yeah, I can spare a few shards, I guess.
That's it? Ah, that's weak, man.
Whatever.
I knew there was a kind heart under that grizzled exterior. The children will be so grateful. Ah, thank you. I'm so grateful. I should take it straight to the nursery. Later.
He's been staring at me for a while.
I think you're full of
I
shit.
don't know either.
You keep telling me that.
That's too much for this one. I figured as much.
Why are you so worried about that?
I don't know either.
If you believe the rumors, they left.
I heard you shouldn't mess with them.
There'll still be just as much work.
Come on.
There's my way, and there's the wrong way.
You keep telling me that.
Keep away from
Better be quiet.
This is perfect. Casting from the
I'd have approached it differently.
Any chance you've got a couple pieces of ELEX II for me?
What the hell? Darius gave you as much as me, didn't he?
Pissed away half. Lost the other half.
What the fuck are you talking about? You don't just lose your shards.
Yeah, except I did. I woke up as usual and my shards were just gone.
You were robbed, stupid.
Should have just stayed sober.
So what do I do now?
I'm gonna go have a smoke. What you do is your business.
Right, of course.
Hey, where you think you're going?
I want to see the Duke.
Oh, really?
It's all right, bully.
So you're the asshole I've been hearing so much about. Thought you'd be taller.
So you're Baxter, the Duke of Ateris.
In the flesh. Now, what the hell are you doing in my city?
I heard once upon a time you used to be in charge of the fort in Tavar. That true?
Yeah, forever ago now. I'll tell you one thing. I'm not getting knocked off my throne again. If you're here to stir up shit, you've come to the wrong place, my man.
Is that why you're here, instead of on your throne?
You want to know why I'm not in my hall in the city center? Hector handles the day-to-day shit. He's my right-hand man. So, while he's doing that, I get to stay here and keep watch over what's really important.
Like?
Making sure assholes like you don't try staging a coup or some shit.
You've got a puppet on your throne so you could hide here in the shadows?
You should shut your dumb face right now. I have no idea what you think you're doing down here. But I know how you operate, Jax. Wouldn't be the first time you worked a whole town up into a frenzy. How'd that end again? With the ruler being kicked out, right?
Please. You're just a scared old man. You worthless sack of crap. I had nothing to do with the Berserkers taking over the fort. Logan, the former Duke of Tavar, was chased out of his own stronghold by an army of Adan warriors.
Good to know. Thanks for that. But it's not like I'm gonna magically trust you now. You'll never be part of a faction. You've got no loyalty to anyone but yourself. And that's why you'll always be an outsider.
You don't know anything about me.
Maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. But I've been around long enough to spot an asshole from a mile away. Fuckers like you are dangerous. I'm keeping an eye on you.
Can you tell me where to find Viper?
He's not far. That answer your question?
Could you be a little more specific?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I was your personal fucking assistant, you needy little fuck. Ask someone who gives a shit.
You looking for new recruits to join the Outlaws?
I'm not looking for shit. Hector's in charge of that. He's my right-hand man. If you're paying tribute or have news from the outside, then I'm your man. For anything else, you can go fuck yourself.
From what I've seen, Ateris is the only place the alien invaders haven't gotten to.
You mean those dark hunks of shit that fell from the sky? Raining their hellspawn and whatnot on us? Huh. We've killed more than our fair share of those feral fucks. But they keep coming. That shit's an endless plague.
At least they haven't set up one of those towers in the crater.
Not yet, but I'm not so sure it'll stay that way. Shit runs downhill, right into our crater, so we're always the first to drown in it.
What's your plan for dealing with the invaders?
What do you think, shit for brains? Step 1, we defend ourselves no matter what. Step 2, there ain't a fucking step 2. What else are we supposed to do?
It's not just your problem.
Wait a goddamn minute. Are you here trying to sell me some bullshit about working in sweet and blissful harmony with the elves and the berserkers and whoever the fuck? Please, spare me the sunshine and rainbows noise unless you want my boot in your ass. None of the other factions give a flying fuck about the outlaws, so they can all go fuck themselves. What do you think you're doing?
Hey, you!
What do you want now?
I know you.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're Jax. You're that asshole from the north. You're the guy who wanted to enslave us all in the converters.
That was a long time ago, but you're right. I am Jax.